Didn't happen all at once. That's the thing nobody tells you.
Nobody leaves all at once.
That's the thing.
They go in increments. The wing.
Mirrors show it if you look. The Thursday calls that get mistook for busy weeks, the texts that start arriving shorter, just the art of distance introduced in small installments, not one single fall. From close to gone but many tiny steps, from warm to barely fine. We stay in touch, the rain confirms on glass what the departure firms up.
Slowly, I was last to know, because I wasn't watching how they'd go. Nobody leaves all at once. They just slowly change the touch of how they hold you in their mind. Nobody leaves, they just rewind into a smaller kind of close. Nobody leaves all at once.
Yeah. I went back through the messages. The drift is visible in the edges of the timestamps, longer gaps appearing first in the perhaps of their replies, then in the length and in the warmth, the strength of what we were in March compared to August. Something wasn't shared. In the between, some turn was made without announcement. The arcade of our specific frequency
went quiet without notice. Me
still talking to a signal that
it moved on half a block from that. Nobody leaves all at once. They just slowly change the touch of how they hold you in their mind. Nobody leaves, they just rewind into a smaller kind of close. Nobody leaves all at once.
slowly,
That's how it goes,
smaller,
and smaller.
yeah. The hardest part is not the gone.
It's the not noticing how long
The going took, I could have seen
the increments if I had been
more honest with what I was watching. I don't blame the incremental leaving. I've done it too. The quiet grieving of a frequency before the formal
And it's more the norm than normal.
endings are.
We drift before,
We close the door,
we dim before.
we shut the light
Nobody leaves,
all at once.
nobody cleaves.
Clean, it's always gradual.
And that's the most natural.
Thing there is about the going,
Doesn't make the knowing
easier, just true.
Nobody leaves all at once. They just slowly change the touch of how they hold you in their mind. Nobody leaves, they just rewind into a smaller kind of close. Nobody leaves all at once.
Not all at once,
Not all at once,
never all at once.
that's the truth.
Yeah,
That's how it goes.
they're not gone.
Just further.
That's its own kind of thing to carry. The city's all the way down there. And up here there's this. The rooftop has a way of leveling the thing that felt enormous, unsettling. An hour ago becomes a speck below the skyline, just to check on a list that the city keeps of everyone's small crisis sleeps through most of them, which helps. Somehow wind comes in and helps the chest release what it had clenched since probably the afternoon, wrenched from the jaw and from the shoulders. The city makes you feel boulders, a standard issue. Everyone's got something heavy still that runs. Smoke breaks and epiphanies, that's what the rooftop gives to me. Smoke breaks in the city wide. Below me everything feels fine. Smoke breaks and epiphanies, that's what the rooftop gives to me. I came up for 10 minutes, stayed for 40. The rooftop rarely played fair with time, it stretches out the minutes into something. Doubt dissolves at altitude, not much, but enough. The city's hum and touch of wind creates a kind of white noise for the mind. The synth pad right beneath the mix confirms the open feeling. Something has been broken loose from where it sat, compacted in the weak. The thought extracted from the noises. This I've been resisting what I actually mean. Smoke breaks and epiphanies, that's what the rooftop gives to me. Smoke breaks in the city wide. Below me everything feels fine. Smoke breaks and epiphanies, that's what the rooftop gives to me. 40 minutes. Yeah. The rooftop doesn't offer answers clean, just enough sky to see between the problem and the person having it. The distance is the benefit. I've been resisting what I mean for long enough. The in-between of knowing and of doing is the rooftop space. I'm living his and hers of all my unmade calls. The wind confirmed its city calls to no one in particular. I'm going down to do the molecular work of deciding who I am. Smoke breaks and epiphanies, that's what the rooftop gives to me. Smoke breaks in the city wide. Below me everything feels fine. Smoke breaks and epiphanies, that's what the rooftop gives to me. 40 minutes change something. Going down now, different person. Yeah. Rooftop did its thing. Going back down, carrying the skyline with me. Can't name a single one. Don't need to. I know there's a name for the bright one. Over the left, the right one. Next to it has a mythology. I half remember the apology of half learning things and letting the details go. The setting up here on the roof is simple. The unnamed sky, the gentle dimple of each point of light against the dark, completely unconvinced. It needs my recognition to exist. The star's tradition of burning doesn't wait for me to learn its name, and that's the free thing about looking up at this. Counting stars, I don't know the names of. That's enough. That's more than enough. Counting stars without the label, comfortable at the table of not knowing. Counting stars, that's enough. That's what we are. I've been trying to know everything precisely, the labeling and categorizing of each fact into the organized compact of being someone who has done the research, but the undone knowledge of the unnamed star is its own kind of a particular freedom to look up and see the beautiful without the fee of having to know what it's called. The vibraphone confirms the sprawled contentment of the unknowing. The bass comes in confirming going without the names is going free. Counting stars, I don't know the names of. That's enough. That's more than enough. Counting stars without the label, comfortable at the table of not knowing. Counting stars, that's enough. That's what we are. Enough without the names. Yeah. Comfortable not knowing. The pressure of the knowing everything dissolved up here. The offering of the unnamed sky is this. Some beauty doesn't need the quiz of what it's called to be entirely real. I counted 40-something, stopped at 43 and swapped the counting for the looking bare. Attention without the compare of constellation, just the dark with its specific ancient arc of light. That's everything tonight. The unnamed beautiful, alright. Counting stars, I don't know the names of. That's enough. That's enough. That's more than enough. That's more than enough. Counting stars without the label, comfortable at the table of not knowing. Counting stars, that's enough. That's what we are. 43 then just looking. That's enough. Yeah. More than enough. Stop counting. Just look. That was the whole point.
Different street every time. That's the whole idea. I walk the block, I never walk again. Exactly this way, different when. You know a thing is passing, carries different weight. The ordinary varies when you're moving through someone else's neighborhood. Become the stranger in the background of their Tuesday. That specific love of borrowed atmosphere. The lamp in someone else's window damp with evening and domesticity. I walk through it with the simplicity of someone with no claim on this, which makes it somehow more bliss. Nothing lasts, but that's the point. Every street's a single joint of time and place. Walk through it full.
Nothing lasts.
That's beautiful. Nothing lasts, but that's the point. Every street's a single joint. I've been afraid of the impermanent for most of my life. The current running under everything I build. A quiet panic almost filled the whole foundation, but the street tonight, the stranger's neighborhood, the beat of someone else's life behind their window makes me change my mind. The trumpet drifts above the bass, a sound that doesn't hold its place for long, moves through and keeps on moving, and it's beautiful. The proving ground of impermanence is walking through a borrowed street and talking to nobody about how brief and gorgeous that brevity is. Nothing lasts, but that's the point. Every street's a single joint of time and place. Walk through it full.
Nothing lasts, that's beautiful.
Nothing lasts.
Nothing lasts, but that's the point.
Every street's a single joint. Walk through it fully. Yeah. Every time. The permanence I was hunting was the wrong prey, the confronting truth the street gives free of charge is live inside the small, not large, permanent. The moment's enough. Every time. Every time. I'll forget the specific street, the exact lamp, the specific beat of this block's rhythm. That's okay, it happened, that's enough to say. The moment was complete in itself, pulled from the shelf of tonight and put back gently. The street went on, I went on, plenty happened in the brief exchange. Nothing lasts, but that's the point. Every street's a single joint of time and place. Walk through it full.
Nothing lasts, that's beautiful.
Nothing lasts.
Nothing lasts, but that's the point.
Every street's a single joint. That's the whole thing.
Nothing lasts,
and that's the point. Yeah. Walk through it full. Turn the corner. Gone now. Was enough. This couch has heard everything and said nothing. That's why I keep coming back. I've told the couch things I haven't told anyone. It happens gradually, the way you start talking to an inanimate part of the apartment that you trust, because it's witnessed all the fuss of every version of you so far, without updating anyone. The bar of confidentiality maintained by foam and fabric, the sustained indifference of upholstery is actually the ghost of me. I need at midnight someone who will hold the weight without pursuing the conversation further. The couch that knows too much, never told a single thing I said. The couch that holds the weight of every night I came to rest instead. The couch that knows too much, never told a single thing I said.
I told the couch about the person in the autumn didn't worsen or improve the situation, just absorb the vibration of my voice, the full confession of the thing I'd been suppressing. In the presence of the actual people, the factual telling happened here at 10 on a Thursday, and then the couch held it without judgment, which is all I needed. Judgment is expensive and the couch is free and present every time I need to not be held accountable. The couch that knows too much, never told a single thing I said. The couch that holds the weight of every night I came to rest instead. The couch that knows too much, never told a single thing I said. Never told a soul, holds it all. Every night, the couch has a more complete picture of who I am than any fixture of my social life. It's seen every 2 a.m., every between version, the fully unedited me. Tonight I told it something new, a thing I've been working toward the whole year. The couch received it like it always does, believed it without question, held the weight of the admission, let it sit and wait without requiring anything back. That's the whole service, that's the track record of an excellent couch. The couch that knows too much, never told a single thing I said. The couch that holds the weight of every night I came to rest instead. The couch that knows too much, never told a single thing I said. Yeah, the couch knows all. Going to sleep now. The couch knows. It always knows.
We didn't say it, but we both knew. That's its own kind of language. We had the music on the same as usual, the volume low, the evening casual, in the way that only ears allow. Nobody performed for the other now. We're past the performance, just the room, and two people inside the bloom of the comfortable that doesn't ask either of us to remove the mask, because there isn't one to wear. The lamp throws gold across the chair. You're in, I'm on the couch. We haven't spoken in the last 10 minutes. Haven't needed to. The music fills the space the conversation usually wills itself to occupy.
What we don't say out loud
lives in the music in the lamp.
What we don't say out loud
is warmer than the things we map
onto language. Let it live in the silence, let it give what words would only make too small.
I know what you're thinking by the way your hand moves. You'd say it's nothing if I asked. It's that specific, nothing that we've sat beside for years. The tells are small and deeply known, the rise and fall, the breathing when the thought is good, versus the one that said we should have done it differently.
I know
the difference in the silence.
So
Does the music in its low frequency below the threshold of what ears catch, but the chest receives. We communicate the best
in the unspoken register. What we don't say out loud
lives in the music and the land.
What we don't say out loud
Is warmer than the things we map
onto language. Let it live in the silence, let it give what words would only make too small. Don't make it small.
Yeah. Some things live better in the between. The words, the most important scene, only in the way we hold the quiet between us.
That's the goal.
The music reaches when we can. By the time the record ends, we still haven't spoken bends. The usual expectation that silence is uncomfortable, that's flat. Wrong between two people who have built the language of the true and set into the furniture of how they share the hours. Sure, the silence holds more than the talk of nights when we were learning how to walk inside each other's frequency.
What we don't say out loud
lives in the music in the lab.
What we don't say out loud
is warmer than the things we map
onto language. Let it live in the silence, let it give what words would only make too small.
Let it live
in the quiet,
always warmer.
What we don't say,
that's the whole thing. Record ended. We stayed in it anyway. Didn't need to say that either. First day off in months. Didn't know what to do with my hands. I forgot how to do nothing. It arrived like an instruction manual written in a language I once spoke with time and anguish. Of the always doing covered over. Tuesday I discovered I was standing in my kitchen at 11, no ambition. On the calendar, no call. At noon, no anything at all. Until tomorrow, the vibraphone confirmed the silence, I was home. Inside a day with open hours, the dust caught like the gold devours the whole floor of the afternoon. Tuesday, like a gift I forgot to open. Tuesday, and the hours all unspoken. Tuesday slow, Tuesday mine. Nothing on the calendar, that's fine. Tuesday, like a gift I forgot to open. Tuesday, and the hours all unspoken. I made something slow for lunch, nothing efficient. Had a hunch that efficiency was the old religion of the months I'd sold to the machine of being useful. Today was gonna be truthful to the body's actual need, which was be still. There is no creed requiring your productivity on a Tuesday in the city when the world is busy without you. The acoustic guitar ran through a pattern that I felt not planned. The afternoon just had its hand. Extend it, take the day. Tuesday, like a gift I forgot to open. Tuesday, and the hours all unspoken. Tuesday slow, Tuesday mine. Nothing on the calendar, that's fine. Tuesday, like a gift I forgot to open. Tuesday, and the hours all unspoken.
Nothing on the calendar. Hours all unspoken.
Take it. The gift of an unscheduled Tuesday isn't rest from something, it's the doorway back to who you are when nothing needs you to be anything. For an afternoon, that's the prescription. By 4, I'd read half of a book I'd owned for a year. It took a Tuesday with no plan to find the thing I'd been too busy to align with actually doing. The hours gave themselves to me in towers of unhurried time. The gift was just the Tuesday, just the shift from doing to the being small. Tuesday, like a gift I forgot to open. Tuesday, and the hours all unspoken. Tuesday slow, Tuesday mine. Nothing on the calendar, that's fine. Tuesday, like a gift I forgot to open. Tuesday, and the hours all unspoken. Forgot how to open it, remembered. That's the whole day. Yeah, Tuesday gave it back. Finished at dusk. Didn't do anything important. Did everything that mattered.
Didn't realize I've been tense until I wasn't. The chest released around 9:30. Something let go, nothing dirty or dramatic, just a slow unclenching of a thing below. The service of the day that held, since when I couldn't say it well. Down, not up, just settled into something that resembled ease. The actual kind, not the performed kind. The mind went quiet without being told. The lamp threw gold across the fold. A blanket on my lap, the fan continued being what fans can. The weight of the good kind tonight. Not the heavy, just the right amount of everything at rest. The weight of the good kind, blessed by nothing more than being still. The weight of the good kind until I've been carrying the other weight so long I stopped noticing the state of tension as a baseline thought. That was just how living felt, the taut wire of existence under everything. The quiet thunder of the always almost ready. Body never soft, never steady. Tonight the baseline dropped to something lower. Everything stopped, performing readiness for a threat that isn't coming. The cassette of my nervous system rewound to before I learned the wound up sound. The weight of the good kind tonight. Not the heavy, just the right amount of everything at rest. The weight of the good kind, blessed by nothing more than being still. The weight of the good kind until just the right amount. Yeah, not the heavy kind. This one, maybe rest was always available. The door was always navigable. I just forgot the handle was still there beneath the daily buzz. A
being ready for the worst. By 10 I've been relaxed for 30 minutes running, nothing dirty. Proved about me by the fact I needed 30 minutes back to notice just the evidence of how adapted I'd become to tense is normal. Now the body's found the other setting, the soft ground beneath the readiness. It's here, the weight of the good kind tonight. Not the heavy, just the right amount of everything at rest. The weight of the good kind, blessed by nothing more than being still. The weight of the good kind until the body found it. Still here, always was. Writing this down so I remember it's possible. Had a plan when I left. Road has its own ideas. I planned the route before I left. The app confirmed, but the theft of the plan happened somewhere around the second hour. The where became irrelevant, and only the moving mattered. The lonely, beautiful of being in motion with no destination. The ocean of road ahead, converting all the plans to just the working of the wheels against the dark. The saxophone confirms the arc of what the road provides. The answer to the question is the dancer of the moving, not the destination. This road doesn't care about my plans, has its own directions, its own hands. This road goes where it needs to go. My job is just to follow slow. This road doesn't care about my plans, has its own directions, its own hands. I turned somewhere around 9, not on the plan. The sign said something promising, and I took it on the theory that the high of following a sign without the map is available to anyone who raps. They grip a little looser on the steering, the acoustic drawn across the speaker, warm and slow, confirms what the road seemed to know before I did. The detour is the point, the going somewhere is the living, not the arriving. Every mile in the driving is the actual thing, not evidence of. This road doesn't care about my plans, has its own directions, its own hands. This road goes where it needs to go. My job is just to follow slow. This road doesn't care about my plans, has its own directions, its own hands. That's the job, its own directions, yeah. The road has been here longer than my plans. The arrogance of man with GPS against the actual patience of a road, the factual older wisdom of just going. By midnight I was somewhere I had never been. The sky above it identical to home, which confirmed wherever you roam is home enough if you're moving. Honestly, the road kept proving this with every mile it offered, without asking what I'd suffered to deserve the next horizon. This road doesn't care about my plans, has its own directions, its own hands. This road goes where it needs to go. My job is just to follow slow. This road doesn't care about my plans, has its own directions, its own hands. Somewhere I've never been, worth it, just follow slow. The whole job, yeah, the road knew, always did. Pulled over at midnight, looked at where I was. Nowhere planned, exactly right. Last train. Don't know where it's taking me exactly. That's fine. The window shows me mostly, just my face against the ghostly. Darker tunnels than the flash of station lights, the long eyelash of track before the next stop comes. I've been in motion since the sums of what I left didn't add up to staying, so I filled a cup and got on something moving. Let the direction be someone else's bet. Tonight the train has the coordinates, I have the window and the states of mind that only moving through the dark allows their honest new. Still here, still moving through. Don't know the stop, but I'll know when I do. Still here, still moving on. The train holds what I'm riding from. Still here, still moving through. Don't know the stop, but I'll know when I do. I've been leaving things in stations, all the year evacuations of positions that I'd held too long past when they compelled anything from me except the habit. The saxophone swept through the speaker like a hand that steadies. I'm beginning to understand that movement is its own form of answer when the norm of staying starts to calcify around you. That's the clarify of the window of the track. You can't see forward, but you can't go back. Still here, still moving through. Don't know the stop, but I'll know when I do. Still here, still moving on. The train holds what I'm riding from. Still here, still moving through. Don't know the stop, but I'll know when I do. Still here, that's the main thing. Still moving, yeah. The moving is the answer to the question I kept asking. Who am am I without the fixed address of certainty? Someone in process. That's who in process is alive. My stop came up and I stayed on. One more, the pull of moving drawn past where I meant to exit. Just one more tunnel, one more gust of station air, and then I'll go back to the life that needs the slow return. But not yet, not while the train still holds the thought of moving as a valid place. Still here, still moving through. Don't know the stop, but I'll know when I do. Still here, still moving on. The train holds what I'm riding from. Still here, still moving through. Don't know the stop, but I'll know when I do. One more stop, just one more. Still moving. Yeah, I'll know when I know. Got off 2 stops late. Walked home through the cold. Felt like the right distance. No destination, that's the point. The city's half asleep by now. The traffic thinned, I don't know how. It always feels like mine at this hour. The streets give up their daytime power and turn to something soft to gold. The neon wet on asphalt cold. I drive the long way, windows crack. The saxophone comes drifting back through speakers low enough to feel the bass more real than the steering wheel. I pass the block I used to know, a different life, I let it go. Late night drive, just me and the road. City lights, carrying half my load. Late night drive, no place to land. Windows down, one on the hand. Late night drive, just me and the road. City lights, carrying half my load. I've been meaning to figure out what this past year was all about. The turns I took, the ones I missed, the names that somehow still persist inside the back of every quiet moment. Mine won't let me buy it, peace without a processing fee. So I drive instead, let it be. The road sits warm behind the wheels, the kind of chord that slowly heals without demanding that you name the thing that brought you to this lane at midnight, going nowhere fast, just slow enough to let it pass. Late night drive, just me and the road. City lights, carrying half my load. Late night drive, no place to land. The windows down, one on the hand. Late night drive, just me and the road. City lights, carrying half my load. The tunnel swallows all the sound except the engine and the ground. Beneath the wheels, the hum, the dark, before the city lights remark themselves. Across the windshield wide, I breathe out everything inside. Back to the city shows its bones, the empty corners, folding phones of light from closing restaurants. A man who walks like someone haunts his steps. I see him in the mirror. Something in the drive gets clearer. Not the answers, just the questions. Feel less heavy, less like lessons. I haven't learned it, more like roads I haven't taken, lighter loads. I pull back home and sit a minute. The engine off, the night still in it. Late night drive, just me and the road. City lights carrying half my load. Late night drive, no place to land. Windows down, one on the hand. Late night drive, just me and the road. City lights carrying half my load. Just me and the road. Every time. City lights carrying it all. Parked outside, not ready to go in yet.
The mind said let it go months ago. Nobody told the body though. I thought I processed it by June. Reorganized the afternoon of that specific day into a thing that I could carry through without the weight I filed it neat in the drawer behind my heartbeat. Told myself that's how you move, that's how you find a better groove. The saxophone comes in low and slow, confirms what my chest already knows. The body keeps its own accounts, a different ledger, different amounts. It skips the part where I decided. Still holds the door where you resided. Nobody told the body yet. Still waiting, still not said. Nobody told the body it's done. Still holding on, still holding on. Nobody told the body yet. Still waiting by the door. I catch it in the smallest things, the way a certain song still brings that pressure behind the sternum right there. Just left the center slight, but undeniable at 2 in the afternoon. Alright, on cue, when something smells familiar, strange. How scent sits outside the range of what the mind can override. The body has its own inside information, its own truth that doesn't care about the proof. I show it that we're fine now, see. It nods and then forgets from me. Nobody told the body yet. Still waiting, still not said. Nobody told the body it's done. Still holding on, still holding on. Nobody told the body yet. Still waiting by the door. Yeah, still there. Every time the body doesn't read the memo. I think the body heals on its own clock. Can't negotiate, can't pick the lock. Just keep the music warm and low, and give the body time to know.
6 months and the mind is clear. The body's getting there, still here. Still working through the muscle memory of how it felt to be we, rather than just I. That shift takes longer than the mental lift of deciding that you're okay. The body has the final say. Nobody told the body yet. Still waiting, still not said. Nobody told the body it's done. Still holding on, still holding on. Nobody told the body yet. It's still waiting by the door. They don't know when it knows. Can't rush the body, never could. 6 months, getting there though. Yeah, getting there. Told the body again tonight. Think it's starting to believe me. Had something on my mind earlier. Yeah, can't remember what it was. The lamp is throwing gold across the wall. I've been sitting here and letting go of all the things that felt important. Now it's back. The worry had an address. Lost the track of where it lived inside my chest. It's gone, replaced by crackle and a half-heard song. The synth pad underneath me hums along, like something warm confirming I belong. Right here, this couch, this dim and quiet room. The upright bass comes in and clears the gloom. I stretch my fingers out and feel the weight of nothing much, the good kind late. I forgot what I was worrying about. The music took it, let it out. I forgot what I was worrying about. The bass just pulled it from my mouth. I forgot what I was worrying about. Yeah, what was it even? I had the list, I had it written down. I said the reasons I should wear a frown into the evening, carry it to bed. Rehearse the worst case scenarios instead of letting go. But somewhere in the hour between the first song and the roads in power, coming through the speakers soft and low, the worry took his jacket, had to go. The smoke curls upward past the lamplight shade. I watch it drift until the memory fades of everything that had me tight and warm. Now there's only bass and dusty sound. I forgot what I was worrying about. The music took it, let it out. I forgot what I was worrying about. The bass just pulled it from my mouth. I forgot what I was worrying about. Yeah, what was it even? Maybe that's the whole design. The thing that felt so urgent at the time dissolves when you stop feeding it the light and let the lo-fi hold you through the night. Ceiling fan completes another round. The same slow orbit, same familiar sound. I let my shoulders drop an inch or two. The body always knows before you do that you can stop now, set the worry down. It wasn't worth the real estate in town. inside my chest. The roads confirms it, so yeah. Some things just need the music to let go. I forgot what I was worrying about. The music took it, let it out. I forgot what I was worrying about. The bass just pulled it from my mouth. I forgot what I was worrying about. Yeah, what was it even? Gone now, all gone. Couldn't tell you if I tried. Whatever it was, it can wait till morning.
Went for snacks at midnight. Found myself philosophizing in the chips aisle, as one does. The chips aisle at 11:40 has a specific kind of 40 watt illumination on the questions that the daytime hours suppressing the noise of being productive, but the late night is more seductive to the actual wondering about the thing I'm squandering my attention on this year. I stood between the chips and here's what landed. I've been optimizing the wrong variable, surprising how a fluorescent light at midnight provides the kind of tight clarity that all the daytime failed to. Corner store philosopher, that's me. 11:40 finding clarity. Corner store, the chips aisle truth. Corner store philosopher, the proof that wisdom lives in unexpected places. Corner store philosopher, that's me. The man behind the counter has a look of someone who just has seen enough of life to be completely at peace. The free an easy nod he gives at midnight to the regulars. The slight economy of his expression holds more equanimity than most bold declarations of contentment that I've heard. The resentment of nothing in his face at midnight is its own philosophy. The right approach is just the being here in the fluorescent year by year. Corner store philosopher, that's me. 11:40 finding clarity. Corner store, the chips aisle truth. Corner store philosopher, the proof that wisdom lives in unexpected places. Corner store philosopher, that's me. Chips aisle truth. Yeah, unexpected places, always there. Maybe the corner store at midnight is the actual site of the philosophy, not the text or the lecture, just the next fluorescent hour with the bag of chips. I bought the chips and the cold drink, stood outside for a minute to think about the thing the chips aisle showed me. The counterman's equanimity bestowed on the night. I wrote 3 words in my phone, the absurd and the obvious together. I know what I need, I've known all along. Corner store philosopher, that's me. 11:40 finding clarity. Corner store, the chips aisle truth. Corner store philosopher, the proof that wisdom lives in unexpected places. Corner store philosopher, that's me. I know what I need. Chips aisle said it. Unexpected place. had known for a while. The corner store just confirmed it.
It's 1:30 giving up, which means I'm probably not giving up. I've been at the desk since 7, the kind of night that offers heaven as a concept and then doesn't deliver. The idea just wasn't going where I thought it would. I pushed it harder than I should, for someone who knows by now that forcing it is not the how. The desk holds every version of the almost finished, almost love affair. We're making something real. The synth pad underneath the feel of staring at a half-built thing that won't become what I'm imagining. 1:30 giving up again. Not the first time, won't be then. 1:30 giving up means close. 1:30 is where the good stuff grows. 1:30 giving up again. Not the first time, won't be then. I've learned that 1:30 is the hour before the thing reveals its power or its limits. Either way, the answer comes around half-day. Until the worst part of the making, something in the process, waking up right when you're ready to declare it dead and start it new. The electric guitar holds one note, like patience in a long-held throat. The bass confirms the room is still, and stillness is the counter to the will that pushes too hard, breaks the thing before it's ready for the finishing. 1:30 giving up again. Not the first time, won't be then. 1:30 giving up means close. 1:30 is where the good stuff grows. 1:30 giving up again. Not the first time, won't be then. Every single time, 1:30, right before the thing arrives. The notebook has the evidence, 100 1:30 moments dense with almost done that became done. When I stayed 5 minutes past the one where I was sure that nothing would come. At 11 something shifted slight, a line that didn't fight. The thing I've been trying to build around, it slipped in from the side. No sound, no announcement, just arrived. Proof that 1:30 giving up survived into something worth the desk, worth the 7 hours, worth the test. 1:30 giving up again. Not the first time, won't be then. 1:30 giving up means close. 1:30 is where the good stuff grows. 1:30 giving up again. Not the first time, won't be then. Stayed 5 minutes past. It came. Knew it would. Finished it at midnight. 1:30 was right.